Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to imagine your children or your future children. Now, these kids are probably going to misbehave almost every day for the first few years of their lives. It's inevitable. And you as a parent are responsible for correcting this behavior. All children need discipline, but does this discipline need to hurt them emotionally and physically? I have been always fascinated with children. I've taken multiple psychology classes, babysat for lots of families, and I have worked at a child care center. These experiences have taught me what works and what doesn't when teaching kids how to behave. While I've never personally spanked a child, I know what it's like to need to control an out-of-control child. Now, most people in America have the goal of meeting someone they love and getting married. Often after that comes children. Now, there isn't a handbook that they give you when you go home from the hospital with your child, so it's up to you to raise productive and responsible children. Today I will be talking about the negative effects of spanking and why parents should not resort to it when disciplining their children. I will also be speaking about the alternatives when disciplining your kids. As I said before, all kids need discipline in some way. There's a variety of ways parents can elect to punish their kids, including timeouts, privileges being taken away, or more swift punishments such as spanking. The issue with spanking comes later in life in the child's overall outcome. Many studies have supported these negative outcomes. Tracy Afifi, an assistant professor of epidemiology in the Department of Community Health Sciences at the University of Manitoba, Canada, found that spanking increases the occurrence of mental health disorders in children. In fact, according to Elizabeth Gershoff, a researcher in child development, there were no positive effects long-term with spanking. All the outcomes were negative. In addition to bad outcomes, parents cannot often control their anger when spanking their children. According to Stephanie Haynes' article about corporal punishment in children in Christian Science Monitor on October 19, 2014, parents were not able to control their anger when they're spanking their children. Many adults in this study, done by Professor Holden, a Southern Methodist University scholar, would spank their children at the drop of a hat without warning. Most parents give the reason for spanking their children is so that their children will not repeat the action. When the parent swiftly spanks them, it gives the child little time to realize that they are being punished. This makes the child associate spanking with an angry parent, not their misbehavior. Some say spanking is a last resort when punishing children, but the reality is it is not consistently used in that way. Spanking teaches a child that hurting others is a way to change their behavior. Carol Jenny was quoted stating this in Brown University's Child and Adolescent Behavior Letter in May of 2009. Children should not grow up thinking their parents are this force above them that can be unleashed at any given time. Parents often seem reckless and hostile when spanking their children. This sends the message that if your emotions get the better of you, you can unleash them violently. Parents may dispute that the only thing that they can do to control their children is spank them. But have they really tried other techniques of discipline? It has been proven that disciplining with consequences such as taking away privileges, sending them to the rooms, or just timeouts have all been effective. Parents should ask before spanking, have I really exercised all of these methods? The Journal of Pediatrics and Child Health states that punishment should be fair, consistent, and appropriate for the action and time. Although timeouts may not be appropriate for all misbehaviors, it can give parents and the child time to cool down and think about the situation. Another method of discipline includes natural consequences. If a child breaks their toy, they don't get to play with that toy anymore because it's broken. Kids learn a lot more from their own actions than many people may think. One final strategy includes taking away privileges. If a 7-year-old is caught riding his bike without a helmet, he doesn't get to use his bike for a week. Now, all of these punishments pertain to the action that was first misbehaved. Now, spanking often seems like a blanket punishment to the child and cannot be logically related back to the misbehavior. Now, think again about your children or future children. You want the best for them, right? You want them to think of positive memories of their childhood and to be able to say, thank you, great job for being parents. The outcome may be your choice. Pick routine spanking, and you may look forward to anxiety and possible violence when they're older. Pick alternative forms of punishment, and you may see your child flourish because of your early decision not to hurt them. Be the calm and rational parent. Don't spank your children. It has lasting effects and is not a realistic form of punishment. I hope I have made all of you think twice about hitting your children for punishment.